Wow, that looks complicated.
All right, we're going to get started.
Put me on mute.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Non-Duality Live with Naho. Hi, Naho. Hello, everyone.
Hi, Emerson. Hi, Naho.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Hi, hello.
We're going to get started in a moment. I'm just going to mute everyone right now. Welcome to Non-Duality Live. We have Naho here. If you have any questions, you can ask a question by raising your hand on the raise the hand functions under the reactions. If you have a question in regards to anything at all, you can type your question on YouTube or on Facebook, and I'll read it for you. Thank you. Go ahead now.
Sorry. So this is so simple. There's only what is happening, and this is so obvious, and just as it is. So these words come from here isn't something that information for me, and usually me gets information and then interpret and then to use something to make the life better. But actually, these words are nothing to do with that. These words are simply appearing and apparently describing how it is, how life is. There's only what is happening. This what is happening is completely free, and at the same time, it's not happening. And this happening is all there is. And this happening isn't something that being controlled or there's no purpose or meaning. It's just simply happening. And this is totally already free. And there's nothing more than this. And this is already whole and complete. And this is totally unconditional. This is unconditional love. So in this, apparent me appears, but me also apparently happening, which isn't really happening, but apparent appearance is perfect. Nothing wrong with anything. There is no wrong. There is no mistake in what is happening. But me doesn't feel this is perfect. This is complete. Me start looking for something that to fulfill the lack of sense of lack. So as soon as me appears, separation appears because me separates. Me is separation. Me becomes center of the world. Me is something that separates. But as soon as me appears, the sense of separate from everything else isn't really comfortable. But most of the me doesn't recognize that. So me start looking for the reason in the story, in the life. So because of I am not good enough, because of that my life is this, because of I don't have lover, because of I don't have enough money. So me's life gets more complicated with by time. So me is constantly looking for something to fulfill. And in time me is time. Since me was born till die, me lives in time. So me is time. And in time, to survive is me believes I am surviving, I am living with my effort is 100% reality to the me. So me needs hope. Another thing, the me's character, me needs hope. But actually the hope isn't really hope for the me. Actually, hope for the me is something that's describing that me feels this isn't enough. Hope shows that this isn't enough. It's not perfect yet. I haven't completed yet. I need more. Something missing. That's the hope. But how much me has a hope, how much me gets what me want, me never gonna satisfied. Because the reason why me is uncomfortable isn't something me can solve. Because that come from sense of self, that come from separation. But me can't get rid of the separation because me is a separation. So in a way, seeking the movement is hopeless. Me never gonna find what me is looking for. But great news is me isn't something solid. Me isn't really happening. Me isn't really happening. Me is illusionary. But this isn't understanding. This is that completely energetic. So this isn't something that me can control, me can change, but something might resonate. This is beyond me, but something resonates that what's being said. So energetically, something might start to change. But actually, in the end, well, it's gonna be, how can I say? This is already free. So in this way, nothing's gonna happen. But energetically, something might change. And in the end, there's no end, but nothing is happening. And this is already it. If you have any question, please ask away.
Thank you, Naho. I think that answered everything. There's no more questions that's needed. That was pretty clear. Sorry, William. There's a question here from Marie. That you summarized it, so I don't think there's any necessary need for any more questions. But there's a question here anyway. Naho, do we have to lose everything, job, career, hopes, relationships, money, security, to come to the realization that all there is what is? It can be tremendously uncomfortable and painful. It is necessary to lose everything and all attachments. Thank you very much. From Marie.
Hi, Mary. So this is often, I think often can appear as a misunderstanding for me. This is nothing to do with you lose something, but actually there is nothing have that already. Me believes that I have life, I have job, I have everything. Me has so many things, but actually me never have anything. There is this, what's being suggested here isn't something personal. So it's not something that you can change. And it's nothing to do with that. So apparently job is appearing, so many things is happening and me has so many things, but it's nothing to do with that. It's already.
Brilliant. Thank you. William, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Thank you, Emerson. Hi, Naho.
Hi, William.
How are you?
Good, and you?
I'm good, thanks. Yeah. Emerson's right in a way, because I had some questions burning at the start of this. And then when I listened to the introduction, it's hard to ask, but I still want to try. So what I was going to ask about is, like, I know it's a story, but the way the me apparently falls away could be completely different. Somebody could apparently then me fall away who's never heard this. Somebody could listen to this the first time and bang, it's all over, etc., etc., etc. So there's no way of knowing. But it commonly seems to me that most people who I hear about where the me fell away will listen to this for a number of years first, and I don't want to wait a number of years. So...
But actually waiting is another way of seeking. So how can I say, it's even like it doesn't mean, how can I say, waiting is actually in a way, it's in a way, but I'm not gonna say it's not gonna happen, but it's in a way. Because me never gonna find this. If you waited, that means me is constantly there to confirm it. Me can't confirm it. Me can't find this. Me is a separation. So in a way, me is looking for the own death, but me doesn't want to die. So this is in a way perfect game. But this game is already completed. That is the thing that it's a mystery.
Because it feels to me like while I'm waiting for something to happen, which it seems like liberation is the word, I'm waiting for that. It feels like something is happening in time, like the apparent loosening of the contraction and then contracting again and then loosening again and blah, 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 blah. And coming to all these different Zoom meetings. And then when I'm not in the Zoom meetings, I'm doing whatever I'm doing and I'm thinking, come on, it's got to drop away soon. It's or oh, it's going to go on forever. It's the other thing. I sometimes think, oh, it's going to go on forever. But you're saying everything. Well, you haven't said this, but this message kind of, when I listen to it, what I hear is that everything's happening timelessly as this.
Yes.
So the sense of waiting is timelessly this as waiting. But to me, it feels like the waiting is a real long process.
Yes, sure. That's how you know so well how me lives. That's me. How constantly me is living. It's almost like waiting, constantly waiting. Means constantly waiting something else to happen. So me, as soon as me appeared, me is energy. This isn't enough. It telling constantly. This isn't. I don't like this. I don't like this. I want something else. That's the me energy. That's why hope, me needs hope. If there isn't me, there isn't hope, me gets disappointed or depressed because the reason why this isn't enough for me. Me doesn't like this. But me, it's looking for this. So funny. This. But me, just that's the me's movement. This isn't personal, but
Yeah, it just feels personal, but
I know. That's the thing, that energetic part. Me is so energetic. Me is that me is that energy. Strong. I am somebody.
thanks, Naho.
Thank you.
Christiane, go ahead, please, and unmute yourself.
Hello, Naho. Excuse me from because I don't. I am not able to have video.
Oh, that's okay. No problem.
Okay. So I have heard Tony Parson say that life, everything is a balance. It's neutral, like positive and negative in the same time. It's balance. But it seems when I see the world or the apparent world, it seems by the news there's more of wars than the peace. There seem to be more negative than positive. I don't see it balanced, not for myself, but so if it's spontaneous, the life is like a big bang, instant big bang in every second. It's live, appearing. So when life appears, it's balanced. It's neutral.
Yeah, I think that here there is no balance or anything like that here.
Okay.
Everything is perfect, whether it's seemingly bad or seemingly good. It's all perfect. There isn't something that need to be balanced.
Ah, okay.
When you think about it, when you think that, oh, it has to be balanced, then you have to think that bad, good and bad.
Yes.
Bad is a separation.
Mm-hmm. Yes, I understand that. Yes. Yes. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you, Christiane. There's a question here from Eric Weiser. Eric, did you want to ask your question in person or did you want me to read a question?
Oh, sure. I can ask it in person.
Okay, go ahead. I
Hi,
can see you
Naho.
though.
Oh, you can't see me. I have my webcam on, but can you see me now?
No, I can't see you.
Oh, that's weird. Wait, let me
There
try.
you go.
No, yeah.
Maybe. Hi. So my question for you is, when this shift happened for you, when the belief in a me dropped away, was that sudden and permanent, or did the belief in being a person or a me sometimes return?
No, actually, it's always already the case, constantly like this. But just apparent me was there in a way that illusion was almost like a real. So that illusion disappeared. And this didn't happen to happen to Naho. It's me, Naho, never existed. So never happened to Naho. It just illusion disappeared. Energetic dream disappeared.
I understand. And but did the illusion ever come back, or was it just gone forever and permanent?
So illusion means it didn't exist, never existed. So never come back. There isn't anything to come back.
But there was something before, like before it disappeared, there was a belief in the illusion, right?
Yes, yes. That was reality to the Naho.
Right.
Naho believed that I am somebody, I exist in a sense that, you know, surviving, living. But so it's impossible to come back because it doesn't exist.
So, but was it ever believed in again, or was it never believed again?
So who's gonna believe that? There's nobody.
Did nobody ever believe in that again?
So that sense that the question come that I am somebody that can, you know, this sense is my idea, my belief, my idea, my question, you know, that's how me feel. This is not idea understanding. This is a sense that I am speaking, I'm feeling. That from that sense, you know, it's believing can come back or not come back. But that isn't happening. That is illusion. So but this isn't understanding, you know, me feels that that can't come back. It doesn't exist.
Okay. Okay, thank you, Naho.
Thank you.
Thank you, Eric. We have a question here from Saeed. Saeed, did you want to ask your question? Or did you want me to read it?
Yeah, please, you can read it. That's fine.
I'll read it. If
Yeah,
not,
yeah.
if nothing is happening, then what is this that we see? Because nothing to me is just emptiness.
So nothing is appearing as everything. But this isn't understanding that's how it is. So this isn't something that can be described. This is nothing being this.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you, Sid.
Thank you, Saeed. Eligio, go ahead, please, and unmute yourself.
Hello, Emerson. Hello, Naho.
Hello.
Earlier, you were saying that the belief doesn't come back, but then you were saying that if the belief comes back, you don't believe it. You know that the belief is an illusion? Is that what you meant?
No, no, there isn't somebody can believe or not.
It's not like you were saying that the belief came back, but you don't believe the belief.
No, 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 no. There isn't somebody that can believe or not believe. There isn't anybody. So any thoughts can appear, any thoughts can happen, but nobody here to believe or not believe.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Abby, please go ahead.
Hey, Naho.
Hi, Abby.
Hi. I don't think we've ever spoken like face to face, but I've written some questions in the chat before in these meetings and stuff. A little bit off guard. I'm not sure what to ask now, but I guess like it's like the me feels like it's inside a body, but it but that isn't like a locate, like it isn't inside the body. There isn't like there's like some like question about like someone's trying to figure this out, but I don't know where that
Sorry, I didn't get this.
yeah.
Your question.
I guess like no, whoops. I guess my question is, sorry. I don't know if I have a question, but I don't know.
So question appears, but it's not
Right.
somebody's question. But me believes I am questioning. Me think, oh, this is the right question or not right question, or I should ask or I shouldn't ask.
Mm-hmm.
That's what usually me think. But
Mm-hmm.
question appears and disappears.
So like there isn't anything that like knows what there isn't something like doing it.
Sure, no. It's all happening.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody ever done anything. There is nobody.
Mm-hmm. And so there isn't someone there, and like there isn't someone there like responding to a question.
So question appears, a response appears.
Mm-hmm. But okay, so that like sense of being someone, is that like okay.
Laugh appears. Thank you, Abby.
Eric, please go ahead.
Hi, Naho.
Hi, Eric.
There's not really a question, just this sense that when the me falls away, it's as though what's happening is a character for which good or bad is irrelevant. So the story and the direction it goes in doesn't really matter, in spite of all of the things in the past saying that this is the most important story and it has to go a certain way or else it's a failure. And like, if I don't do X, Y, and Z by my death, then my life is meaningless. But really, it is irrelevant what happens between a life and a death, because there's not an individual life happening. It's just the occurrence out here that just is always going on. And so whatever this separate self witnesses in that very short period of time is just, I guess I could say, not even that it's lucky, but it's just kind of neat that it happens. It's just a circumstance that is just kind of entertaining. And I guess that's all that there really is. And I think a lot about climate change in the next few decades. And there can be a feeling of terror or fear about what might happen. But at this point too, even that is just a story that's unfolding. And I don't want to say that I'm curious or and excited about what's happening, but I feel so much less attached to the outcome. I feel so much less fear because it's weird. It really just doesn't matter what happens to this body. And it sounds horrible, but it doesn't matter what happens to any bodies. So I don't know. I don't have a question, but I just wanted to share that.
Yes, 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 I understand that. Yes, that kind of change can appear, but this isn't something that keep observing things. That kind of thing, keep observing can might change. This isn't about the state. How much that kind of change can appear. It's almost like a apparent deconstruction can appear, but that becomes irrelevant.
Mm-hmm.
It's
right. Yeah, it's not even a constant letting go because there's nobody doing any letting go.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, anyway, thank you, Naho. It was nice to speak with you for a
Nice speaking to you too.
Bye.
I have a question here from Facebook from Rick H. Rick goes, recently my story was sort of switched off instantly, as if someone threw a switch. Then there was immediate terror, a fear of death. Then it switched back on and off. Any idea what that was about?
So me sometimes like come back, and me isn't actually something that's not isn't something constant. So me can feel like I was strong sense of me, and then like less sense of self or disappears or whatever. Since me is listen to this message and then come back and forth seemingly, but since me is energy of the me, I want to survive. I want my happiness. I want to live. I want my happiness. I want my freedom. So when me started to feel disappearing or relax, sometimes me gets strongly come back because me is fearful to disappear, to die. So maybe that's why it happened, but I don't know. That also seeming just another story, but needs a story. Did I answer?
Thank you, Naho. Here comes the famous William.
Thank you, Emerson. Hello, Naho. I'm really struggling to listen to this. Like, I don't think I've heard one word or meeting, but it seems like something's going on energetically. So now I'm struggling to put cause and effect, because I want to say when I listen and I concentrate and I hear it, that will create a resonance. But I'm not listening to any of it. I'm trying to. I'm not listening to any of it, but it's hitting me really, really strong. So can you explain the cause and effect, Naho, of how this message deconstructs the apparent me? Because I want to make sense out of what's apparently happening.
That makes sense, that makes sense. Cause I don't know if it's cause and effect, but you can't hear this. You can't, hearing this words, but then that's hearing this happening, right? And that isn't something to do with anything. It's just simply healing is happening, but at the same time, it's not healing is happening. Do you understand what I'm saying? What is happening isn't in the control. It's not in the control, but me wants to control that. So me is keep fighting. That fighting isn't comfortable. So me fights more, fights back or wants control. And then me struggle that why I want to hear this, but I don't want to hear this. But usually, if that separation happens in me, there is one idea. If I get this, then I will be better. So there is something that me is seeking, right? Me wants to get. So in order to get that, me has to do that. But actually, we all sense me doesn't want to do that. So we kind of like separating. Do you know what I mean? Did you understand what I'm saying?
More or less. Yeah.
So me does the things for something. Me keep hoping to something else to happen. But
Yeah.
not gonna change. This not gonna change. It won't happen. Yeah, I say, always say it won't happen. What me longs for won't happen, because what me longs for is death. But me doesn't want to die. So, but me doesn't exist. So great news. I'm sorry. So crazy. This is crazy.
The other thing is, sorry, were you going to say something else?
No, I just wanted to say that, me energetic. This is so energetic. So saying it's so simple, me doesn't want to die, but really sense that me really wants to find this answer.
Yeah, because the other thing is with the cause and effect thing is I'm always thinking to myself, I'd say I'll do something and I think, all right, that makes me a bad person. So now I'm not going to get liberation. And I have to only be a good person or liberation can't happen. And then I listen to videos on YouTube all the time of speakers saying, this has got nothing to do with what the character did in the story of its life before, in the apparent before liberation. But yeah, I think I've got to become good enough by being a nice person, and then I'll earn liberation, maybe, if not in this lifetime. When you know what I mean.
That's because that's how me lives. Me is in time. Me has been seeing that whole life. If I did this, then it happened. Me can only see that. So me can't doubt about that. But this isn't something that's not personal. And also not in time. So that's why it's not in cause and effect.
So Naho, I wanted to ask you a personal question. So if you don't want to answer it, you apparently died, although you might say there wasn't a me there, but in the story you apparently died. Were you a perfect person before that, or did you do some bad things too?
Actually, never be perfect. I don't know. Perfection is each person has, this is perfect. There isn't a perfection in that way, but actually at the same time, imperfection is perfect. So in a way, everything is perfect, whether good person, bad person, I did something wrong, I did something good. That's only what me wants to see. What me sees that. Whether it's good or bad, it's already perfect.
So
Because
you don't, sorry.
That is happening. That's the perfection.
So you don't see a problem with anything?
No. So, for example, I should maybe, something might need to figure it out, or something action might happen, but I wouldn't, it's not me, but nothing is wrong. Nothing is bad. Always perfect.
Okay. Thank you.
So perfect, that doesn't mean that, I'm sorry, William. Perfect doesn't mean that good. This here, perfect means there's only perfection. It doesn't mean it's good.
Because the me wrestles with everything that's happening. This is allowed, this isn't allowed.
Yes, me sees with that me's eyes in the bell of separation. This is good, bad, right and wrong, better, worse. So all of it is perfect. So but doesn't mean that me doesn't feel this shouldn't be happening. So me can't see that perfection usually.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you.
I'll get to you next, Eric, but I just have to read a question here from Saeed. Saeed, did you want me to read it again? Yeah. Okay. Is there a difference between seeing the emptiness and then seeing the fullness?
Oh, sorry.
I'll repeat.
Sorry, I wasn't clear.
I'll repeat. Is there a difference between seeing the emptiness and then seeing the fullness?
Oh, okay. So there isn't any seeing, it's just emptiness and the fullness. And then that is simultaneously. So it's not, there is two, there is no two, just nothing being everything. There's no two.
Brilliant. Thank you. Eric, go ahead, please, and unmute yourself.
Hi, now.
Hi.
I have another question for you. What would you say is it that awakens from the me story?
So
So
who's awake?
Yeah, like what remains when the me falls away?
Oh, just this? Or is this?
And what is this? What would you call that? How would you describe that?
Everything.
Everything. So that which wakes up from the me illusion is everything?
I didn't get your question.
What is it that wakes up from the me story?
Nothing, nothing, nothing wakes up. There's only awakeness. There's only this from the beginning, because me is illusion. But me believes that it's real. That is energetic.
So is it the me that believes it's real? Or is it then the awakeness that believes it's real?
There isn't me. There isn't real me. So everything appearing as me believes that as soon as me appears, that becomes reality to the me. So what's being said, me can't see. Me can't see. Because me is the eye of separation. Me only can see something. Me can only see the separation.
Okay, thank you now.
Thank you.
There's a question here from Marie. Marie, did you want to ask the question yourself, or did you want me to read it? I'll read it. Naho, there was a period of time where you could no longer function in the world during the apparent collapse of the me. Were the world... Oh.
Sorry. Sorry.
I'll do this. There we go. All right. So now there was a period of time where you could no longer function in the world during the apparent collapse of the me, where the world was no longer seen as serious, but not yet, not serious. Thanks. Where the world was no longer seen as serious, but not not serious. Did you get that?
I got that.
Where the world is the world seen as something that's no longer serious?
Yes, it's not serious. It's all perfect and then not serious. It's so simple. Becomes so simple. Did I answer?
Beautifully said. And then
Oh.
there's a question out, and there's a comment. Oh, this one is from Adrian. Adrian, did you want to ask a question yourself, or I'll
You
answer?
you can ask the question. Thank you, Emerson.
All right, Adrian. Hello. Now, if questions appears and response appears as you said, so isn't it wrong to think there is a cause and effect? Thank you. I'll repeat. If questions appears and response appears as you said, so isn't it wrong to think that there is a cause and effect? Thank you.
So there isn't any wrong. There isn't any mistake. That's the constantly perfect. So a feeling of this, there is cause and effect, a feeling of there's hope, I hope, hope or whatever is constantly happening. What's nothing wrong with that. But what's suggested here, there isn't real hope. There isn't any cause and effect, that's all. So what is happening is constantly perfect. But doesn't mean that's true.
Perfect. There's a question here from Robert Robari. Now, if you cannot describe this, then your answers are meaningless. If your answers are meaningless, then why do you respond to others?
Because that is happening. Just simply happening. And just a response to the question. That response here is what is happening here. So it doesn't mean this is right or wrong. It's just simply responding to the question.
Beautifully said. This one is from Stan. It is fun not to take anything seriously. This is a comment. And there's one from Chiel from YouTube. What does that mean, a feeling of me? I really have no idea. You, separation, no separation, control, no control. I really don't know what all that means. You?
So usually in the human body, when that baby was born, there wasn't me. But in time, there's a sense of self appears, and I am this body, and I am separate, I am independent, I am choosing and controlling this life appears. That's the me. But it doesn't mean that whether that is thinking, if there is no idea, then there's no idea about that. Usually that's the normal thing to the human body.
Brilliant. Thank you. And there's a question here about the me again from Anders. If the me can't do anything, why do I believe I can do something wrong? Is it my ego that is mistaken that nobody can actually do anything wrong?
Yes, because there is wrong in the me's reality. There is good and bad, right and wrong, better and worse. That's in the me's reality. So me is constantly try to be good because bad makes me feel painful because that's how structured. So me try to be good, try to be better. I have to change that. That's how me is living. That's why me keep thinking about this is good or bad. But it means that here there is no mistake because there is just what is happening. Can't be any other way, and that doesn't need to be. It's constantly whole and complete.
Beautiful. Now we have William.
Yes, Emerson. Naho, I keep thinking
People think that you pay me or something so that you get all of these privileges, William. But go ahead, ask a question.
It's just because we're best mates.
That's what people say too.
Naho, I'm obsessed with liberation. I can't stop thinking about it.
I understand it.
It's not a joke. I dream about it. I dream about having conversations with Jim and Tony. It's not a joke.
I really understand that. I understand this. That's the energetic part. This isn't understanding. And then me is seeking isn't only this message. And when me find this message, started to see, oh, this is it. That's why that seeking concentrate on this message and to liberation. But actually, who me, as long as me is there, seeking is happening constantly, just to become so concentrate on this topic because me is that much, me wants something else. Me feels isn't enough, but it's not all me. It's not for everybody, but somebody whose sense or whose resonate to this message becomes so obvious that nothing, nothing can be satisfied. Naho was the same, how much me hears that this isn't understanding, but there's always a hope that, oh, maybe if I understand a little bit more, then maybe I can get this. That idea never disappeared. So me is that energy of seeking. So nothing wrong with that. As long as the energy is there, it happens, but it's not wrong. That's how it is. Maybe it's not comfortable, but that's how it is.
It's perfect what you said about it becomes obvious that nothing else will satisfy, like nothing else that before I came across this message, there were things in my life that I thought were working. And if I got enough or achieved enough, then it would be enough and I'd be all right. And then it became very, very clear it would never be enough. And so listening to this, it becomes so obvious nothing will satisfy. But what I also wanted to ask was about, obviously I'm obsessed with liberation. I keep thinking if I'm liberated, it'll be perfect. Everything will be great. I'll be in a great mood. Everything will be amazing. And I've got loads of fantasies about being liberated and I always think about it.
He's so escalating that. That's so funny.
But the question is, the question is, me thinking I want liberation, but you're saying the me doesn't want to die. So my dream of liberation being the answer to everything, is that a misunderstanding? Like me projecting what I think liberation is? Because you said you're saying the me doesn't want this, aren't you?
Exactly. To tell you the truth, me doesn't want a revelation. To tell you the truth, me is not interested in liberation. Me is interested in, I won't get out this. I want my happiness, or I want the freedom, or I want. That's the liberation to the me. I think. It's just my perfect happiness. That's what me want. It's not liberation. So me doesn't want to liberate. Me wants the happiness.
So liberation is nothing to the me.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
But when apparently liberation always revealed there never was anyone, then it doesn't matter. It's the me got what it wanted or not, because
yes, who cares? But there's no me to care about it anymore. But another thing is what me is longing. Longing is the end of me. So me can't understand that. What me longs for is end of me. but me doesn't wanna die. So me never gonna find that. So what me want as a revelation is my freedom, my happiness. That's what me want. It's not revelation.
I hate that you're saying this isn't for me.
Sorry.
No, I hate that you're saying this isn't for me because I want it for me. No. I'm getting really upset. I want this for me. And I think you got it for you and Emerson got it for him and William's going to get it for William. Do you know what I mean? Oh, fuck. Thank you, Naho.
Hendrik, please go ahead and unmute yourself.
Thank you. Hi.
Hi.
If me is just a function, just a following of happenings, so what then can be done to get rid of it?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Because there is no me to get rid of in the first place. But the dilemma is me is energetic. Me feels I am somebody, I am here. I exist. I am living. I have to make living. But that isn't true.
So that is only something that is seen.
See?
Seen.
Yes, and energetically vanish. This isn't something that understanding. It's the whole thing is disappeared.
So, nothing to be done then.
And also nothing need to be done. Me believes something need to be done. But this is already perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Hendrik. I have a few more questions here from YouTube. There's a whole bunch, actually. One is from One Ohm. Is your responding to questions real or illusion?
Responding to the question? It's happening. It's happening. Sorry. Sorry.
No, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yes, just it's just happening. It's not leading to anything. But me is hoping that this answer will lead to somewhere. This answer will lead to liberation, but isn't. Because it's already.
There's a question here from Anders. Nothing can go wrong. Yes, I actually believe that that's true. But in practice, I still think I can do wrong.
Yes, yes. Because in the dualistic reality, there's a right and wrong. So naturally, me feels that. This isn't about not suggesting you have to believe there isn't a wrong. Just that's how it's happening.
And this is from Surav Kumar. Me refers to what we used to refer to ourselves as being a separate person. But what's being talked about is that there's no person that ever existed. It's just an illusion.
Yes, yes.
And there's a can we please, this is from Jill Kelmer. First, can we please be clear what we call me?
Oh, me is something that feels inside of the body. I am somebody, I exist. I am choosing, I am living, I am controlling. So that sense is a me.
Beautiful. One more. Oh, there's Eligio. Eligio, go ahead, please. We have 1 minute left.
Yeah. Okay. And can you define an illusion?
Oh, so illusion isn't really happening.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you.
I think we'll end it at that. That was beautiful. Thank you so much, Naho. That was so beautiful and clear. And I'm going to ask everyone to unmute yourself and say bye now.
Bye, Naha.
Thank you now. Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye now.
Bye.
Bye. Bye.
Nice one, Emerson. Thank you, now. Look forward to
Thanks,
next
Naho.
time.
Thanks, Emerson.
Bye, Naho.
Take it easy.
Bye bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, Naho.
Thank you.
See you
Thank
guys
you.
soon on Zoom.
Thank you, everybody.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Julie. Oh, Julie, thank you. You forgot to say thank you to Julie. All right.
Welcome.
I'll see you guys soon. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. Bye. Bye.